What is going on, guys? Taylor Stuber with Sharp Sports Network, bringing you some of my favorite plays for this Sunday 3-game preseason NBA slate. Now, this is the main slate that starts at 6 p.m. Central Time. Not going to be covering the early slate, and maybe I'll talk about it in my Discord for the private members. But in this video, at least, I will be just talking about the main slate. And I don't know how many of you guys are going to play. Just because it's an NFL Sunday, but I'm going to be doing it, and hopefully the people that are playing it aren't going to be very sharp, just like it's been throughout the entire preseason NBA slate. And if you want to win a free season pass with Sharp Sports Network, valued at $150, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, and then comment below with your favorite play of the day. We're going to select a member every single Monday, so tomorrow, completely free to do. So if you're watching the video, please just subscribe. Would mean an absolute ton. And then I'm going to continue to put out these videos. We've been crushing it literally every single day. Just so much edge to be had with this news breaking so late into the day. And I will be live streaming today on Twitch yet again, 2 hours before, at twitch.tv/Sharp Sports Network. Link is going to be in the description. And then of course I will be live streaming privately to my members, 30 minutes before lock, and that's when the news comes in, and that's when you really gain the edge, is in that last 30 minutes, an hour, when this late breaking news is coming, and we just decipher what to do. And if you want to give me a follow on Twitter, it's at Taylor Stuber. I drop some nuggets in here throughout the day about the current slate that's going on. I just tweeted about Nickeil Alexander-Walker last NBA slate, and about why he was such an amazing play, and we got him at like 7% ownership, and he scored 30 plus fantasy points. I'm dropping free plays like that on Twitter all the time. But anyways, let's just get straight into the slate. So yeah, it's pretty top heavy again, where you want to play guys like Giannis and Antetokounmpo. You're gonna be without Bledsoe, gonna be playing mid-20s minutes like we expect in a pace-up game against Washington. Who's going to check this guy? I mean, nobody can really check him in the NBA. It takes really good coaching and maybe a guy like Al Horford if in last year's series. But yeah, man, Giannis Antetokounmpo averaging 1.7 fantasy points per minute without Bledsoe, who's obviously out for the next 2 or 3 weeks, and obviously Brogdon and Mirotic are off the team. He says he's going to be playing 100% when he's out there. We saw last game, he put up 30 plus real points in limited action against Dallas. Now this is a better matchup against Washington. The same price at 8.9K, same price at 11.5K on FanDuel. You just got to jam him in. Don't overthink it. You just play him. With Joel Embiid, he's supposed to play this game. I want to get some clarity on his minutes, but if he is playing, when he plays next to Ben Simmons, he's averaging 1.55 fantasy points per minute. Ben Simmons had a decent outing last time, so some people might go back to him, but Joel Embiid is the guy you want to play at 8.5K, averaging 1.55 fantasy points per minute next to Simmons. And it's really easy to fit in both these guys on both sides. Joel Embiid only 10.2K over here. But again, I want to get clarity on the situation, see how much he's playing. Some of the injury news that we already know: Kyle Lowry is going to be a game time decision. I doubt they push it. He's coming back from that thumb surgery. The first 2 games rather, all the starters were playing about 20 to 22 minutes, sometimes in cases like Fred VanVleet, who's been starting in place of Kyle Lowry, played 28 minutes. Only 5.4K over here on DraftKings and on FanDuel. It's just the pricing so bad. Fred VanVleet's only 4.9K. Hard not to play him. And we know that Marc Gasol is going to be sitting this game. Now, if you were a member of mine last year, or you watched my videos, you know we had all these rotations of all these teams down to a T. We know that without Marc Gasol, Serge Ibaka consumes all of those minutes. We saw last game when Marc Gasol came back, Ibaka played 18, Marc Gasol played 18. They don't like playing Siakam at the 5. So outside of a usage boost for Siakam, it's there's no minute. The minutes don't fluctuate because Gasol is out. So Siakam's a great play, but with Gasol being out, the direct replacement is Ibaka, and I expect Ibaka to play mid 20 minutes this game, and he's just so cheap, 4.6K. He's kind of my guy, like the cheap guy that I've been playing Like Sabonis last time, he's only 4.6K, and over on FanDuel it's just as bad. He's 4.8K. This is a guy that you want to get in your lineup. Chicago is going to have their starters back this game, like Satoransky, Thad Young, Lauri Markkanen, Zach LaVine. So I expect with competition being on the other side, I expect Toronto to follow suit, and so I expect these Toronto guys to play just as many minutes as the Chicago Bulls, which is going to be about mid-20s. So it makes me trust guys like Fred VanVleet, Serge Ibaka. And if you want to pay up for a guy like Siakam, I don't mind that at all. If we get noticed that Joel Embiid's not going to play very much, I'm going to go pivot down to Pascal Siakam. But this is pretty much my first thoughts on the slate. Just because there's going to be so much news breaking, and with NFL going on, I don't feel like many people are going to be on top of it like we are, and we're going to take advantage of it like we have been all preseason. So yeah, man, if you guys want to join us, it's at sharpsportsnetwork.com. You get my personal cheat sheets, player pool, private chat, private live stream before every single lock, and it's really just the private live streams and the chat is really what's giving us this edge, because whenever news breaks, somebody in the chat's breaking it, and we're making the correct pivots, the correct plays off of those players missing time, or if like in last slate's situation where we heard that Kobe White and Zach and Chris Dunn were going to play 28 to 30 minutes, and both of those guys were only about 30% owned. And well, actually, Chris Dunn was only like 15% owned. I didn't understand it whatsoever. They were such obvious plays, and they both ended up playing 30 minutes, and they both scored 30 plus fantasy points. It was just such obvious plays, but that news broke like 15 minutes before, so not everyone got that information in. So yeah, man, gonna be live streaming 2 hours before the lock at twitch.tv/sharpsportsnetwork. Link is gonna be in the description. Go ahead and follow us there, and you will be notified when we go live. But yeah, man, a lot of value information I have over here, but best of luck to you guys, and until next time, peace.